Hi guys, how we all doing? Welcome back. Anson Cochito is back again. Alpha Leo, as usual. How's your weekend going? I hope our weekend has been great. There are a couple of games that's happened today, and we have a lot of goals. In fact, the first game for today, which was Nottingham Forest against Brighton, we had 7-0, whitewash. It's actually a very good um, outing for Nottingham Forest because they lost 5-0 last week. So they had to, come back and make a statement that they are still in the running for the top four. And they, flogged Brighton 7-0, right? That's a good one. They mean business. They really want to qualify for the Champions League. So we see how it goes as the games unfold. So the next game, which is Everton Leicester, Everton David Moyes, maybe his manager bounced. I don't know. They won Leicester City 4-0. Unfortunately for Ruud van Nistelrooy, he won last week against Tottenham Hotspur, but he wasn't able to, even play a draw today. So David Moyes got the upper hand 4-0. And Ipswich Southampton, the bottom two, or let me say the bottom team, which is Southampton, they won first win of the season, which is away win of season, and 2 goals was scored by the Nigerian internationals, Joe Aribo and Paul Onachu. So 2-1. Delap also scored for Ipswich, but unfortunately they were not able to win at home. The surprising game for this weekend, especially for this Saturday, was Fulham against Newcastle. So it was actually at St. James's Park at Newcastle Stadium, and they lost against Fulham 1-0. This Fulham team, they seem to be a bugu team because they flogged Chelsea also at home, and in fact, I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't expecting it for them to win Newcastle. They won Newcastle 2-1. And also, the last game for this Saturday, which is Wolves against Aston Villa. In fact, this let me say, this is even the most interesting part. This is the one I never expect. Nobody will expect it, of course, because Aston Villa, they have the money, they have the players, they have quality, and unfortunately, they lost against Wolves 2-0. So the most difficult part of it was that second half, Unai Emery changed 4 players. He replaced Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins, he has an injury concern, so we're actually monitoring what's going to happen because he has been, said that as Arsenal are looking at the services before Tuesday or Monday, before the transfer window will close. So, but he left. He was out after the first half due to injury concerns. So we're going to monitor it if Arsenal is still going to proceed or it's just mere speculations. But they lost 2-0. And the last game, which I will mention, because I purposely saved the best for the last. The reason is because I want to talk about a very special player. His name is Mo Salah, because they won away at Bournemouth, the two most informed team right now in the Premier League. Bournemouth at home against Liverpool, and Liverpool won 2-0. So it was 2 goals scored by the Egyptian, international, Mo Salah, the first one penalty, and the second one, a very, very excellent Nukola. A very good pass from Curtis Jones, and he called it. Kepa just look at the border. Where is it going to? And he just entered the net. Very, very sumptuous. So the 2 goals now that Salah has scored has made him now to be on the top 6th. He has moved to 6th in the Premier League's all-time goal scorers chart. So this is Mo Salah usurping very close to, in fact, usurping Frank Lampard right now, and it's very close to Sergio Aguero's goals. So he has 178 goals right now, and Frank Lampard, the Chelsea legend that had 177, Mo Salah is now above him right now. He has, run past, scored goals more than German Defoe, more than Robbie Fowler, Thierry Henry. Now Frank Lampard is eyeing Sergio Aguero, and he's just 6 goals away because Aguero has 184 goals and Salah has 178 goals. So before the end of the season, of course, he's going to score 6 goals. So I'm looking at it that he's going to actually be chasing Andrew Cole, Wayne Rooney, and Harry Kane, because Harry Kane has 213 and ISO scorer, of course, 260, Alan Shearer. So we'll see how it goes. But the way I'm looking at it, before the end of the season, is going to surpass Sergio Aguero's 184 goals, and he's going to be chasing Andrew Cole. So, and is even once he is above Sergio Aguero, that means he will be the player from foreign international player, not English born, right? Or English player or homegrown. Foreign international player that is having the highest goal scorer in the history of the Premier League. So I want to give it to this guy. He's exceptional, right? If he signs his extension, if he signs his contract extension, then there's possibility that he will be, one of the top two now. He will be chasing either Harry Kane or Alan Shearer if he signs his extension contract. So Salah also currently is the highest goal scorer right now in the race for the Golden Boot. Currently, he has 21 goals and followed closely by Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is going to play against Arsenal. We see if he's going to score more. Erling Haaland has 18 goals. And Alexander Isak, 17. Chris Wood, 17. Cole Palmer, 14. And Brian Mbeumo, 14 goals. So, Mo Salah far ahead of all the lots with 21 goals in the race for the Golden Boot. So, that's a good one for Mo Salah. I purposely save it for the last to explain to you how this guy is very exceptional. Saudi Arabia has been saying that they want to see what will happen at the end of the season. Probably maybe they're going to sign him. He's a high-profile player, of course, and he's one of the best. In fact, he's the best Muslim player, football player in the world right now. There's no cap. Nobody comes close. So, Liverpool, they are looking at how they can get his contract extension, but Saudi Arabia, they are sniffing, they are observing, so that if the opportunity comes, they're going to latch onto it. So let me move now to transfer news. To sum it up, to wrap it up, I'll talk about my Chelsea, of course, but let me talk about some other news, from Fabrizio Romano. Then I'll end it with my Chelsea news. So Fabrizio Romano stated that Marco Asensio finally is going to actually sign for Aston Villa. There has been an agreement in place for a loan deal for PSG, and there's a green light that he's going to actually leave PSG. So he's going to travel to England on Sunday, and as Alex Livestrips reports, and he's going to actually be working with Unai Emery. And don't forget, Unai Emery is also looking at Rashford's deal. There's a green light that he said he wants the player. He knows the salary is going to be expensive. He knows the complications around it, but he really wants Marcus Rashford. So before the end of transfer window, he's going to actually look at signing Rashford. The last player he will look at signing is João-Felix as well in Chelsea. But Chelsea is saying that they want a straight fee, that they want to sell him off, or they want an obligation to buy. A loan with an obligation to buy. So fingers crossed, but 3 players, Asensio is sure, that's number 1. Then number 2, Marcus Rashford. So it's going to be a decision between Rashford and João-Felix for Aston Villa. If they have the money enough, they can buy the 3, but I see this race between Rashford and João-Felix before the end of transfer window. So let us, continue to watch that space for now, right? And Villa also, I think this January they are serious. They mean business for the Champions League. So they are insisting again for Chelsea's Axel Disasi. Remember, Disasi already agreed personal terms with them, so with the club. So they actually have injury concerns. Their centre back Dragusin is injured, so they need a replacement as soon as possible. And they've come again, started talking to Chelsea again, how they can sign Axel Disasi. So we see how it goes. Tottenham also, they're interested in signing him. They have made contacts today also concerning Axel Disasi. So we'll see what's going to pan out concerning Disasi, and also concerning Aston Villa defender, that they're looking at getting, right? Tottenham also, they are looking at it. They just signed Kevin Danso They hijacked the deal from Wolves, and Kevin Danso is a done deal now for Tottenham Hotspur. So they're looking for one more centre back so that at least they wrap up the transfer window, right? So finally, like I said in my previous video, Patrick Dorgu, the Danish international, is going to actually be at Old Trafford tomorrow. All the documents were signed just 5 hours ago. So Patrick Dorgu will be at Old Trafford. Probably they will unveil him, right? And he will just watch the game tomorrow on Sunday. So, like I said, the package for the Kevin Danso deal is actually 25 million euros, and the deal is up to June 2030. And medical has been booked for Sunday, and we'll see, how it goes. It's actually an hijack because, Wolves have already had, verbal agreements in place, everything medical also ready, but Tottenham were very swift to hijack the deal from Wolves. Yeah. So let me go to Chelsea news. So now, outgoings, like we've been saying that Chelsea wants to get outgoings. Unfortunately, Chelsea is not a club that is serious, right? Because if they are serious, they will have bought Bucharest. They have not bought Bucharest. Nothing like Leon Delap, nothing like Sesko, right? No news about incoming. Now they are struggling to get a midfielder to help, Casedo, to help Enzo. They don't know that they have to call in Santos. So it's not a good time for a Chelsea fan. It's not a good time at all for Chelsea fans. So, but right now, outgoings, Crystal Palace, they have said they are really interested in getting the service of Ben Chilwell finally. So they want to get him on loan till June, right? And conversations have started since last night, and everything is going. They are very optimistic that Ben Chilwell will be their player before the end of the transfer window of January. So Chukwuemeka Kani, Chelsea have received a loan offer from Borussia Dortmund for Kani Chukwuemeka. So, and the loan offer to Chelsea it has an option to buy, which is 30 million euros. So right now, Chelsea is considering it. That should they even look at how that money makes sense? 30 million option to buy. So Chelsea is still observing, but I think I want to see this deal to go through. I want it to be successful for the development of Kani Chukwuemeka. He needs to go to Dortmund and play very well, right? To build back his career. And Chelsea is also thinking about considering straight loan offers, but if they're serious, let Kani go and continue playing for a new club. His head is not in Chelsea right now, and he needs to move on. Another news, Marseille have made a loan offer for Aaron Anselmino. Now, this is where I'm not happy. This is where I'm really sad about this club. I don't know what's going on. Aaron Anselmino was brought in. His loan with Boca Juniors was cut short to come and help Chelsea because we have injury crisis at the back. Marseille have tabled their offer right now. And there's another English club also saying that they are interested in Aaron Anselmino. Now, I heard Maresca saying that Anselmino has done well in training. We have Josh Achimbonga, right? We have Kowill. Badashi is injured. We have Renato Vega that has gone to Juventus. Now, why do you want to sell Aaron Anselmino? Or loan him? Why can't you leave him at Boca Juniors and he should continue his development there? You want to make money? Because I still don't understand. I want to figure it out. I want to know how these guys are thinking right now. So, if this guy leaves in this January, that means this Chelsea has nowhere to go. They have the club, in terms of the management, the sporting directors and the owners, they don't know what they're doing. If really this Anselmino is not going to play this season. Because Josh has been doing well, no problem. Chelsea product, home base. Right? Anselmino, why did you cut short his loan, his development in Boca Juniors in Argentina? Why? Let him play. Throw him in the pitch. He will make mistakes. Kusanov made mistake last week, right? But he's going to learn. He's going to grow from there. Look at what 19-year-old Bournemouth Hudson is doing right now. Chelsea is eyeing to buy the guy, 19-year-old. So why can't you try Anselmino and even Josh together? You don't have to loan him out or sell him to Marseille or whatever. So watch out for that. If this deal is successful, then I'll give up that this club, these owners, they don't know what they're doing right now. They don't know what they're doing. In his press conference against West Ham, we're going to play West Ham on Monday. He said that the three players that have injuries that are out is Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, and Benoit Badiashile. And he mentioned that we need a response. We need a good performance to win the game. Remember, it's the game against Graham Potter that we fired. So it's going to be a tough one. It's at home, but it's going to be a tough one, right? He's saying that he has no idea about the ones who can leave or can arrive, that anything can happen, but his focus is just for the game on Monday. So he also mentioned that about Magui. He said he's improving a lot, he's doing fantastic, all those normal rhetorics, but we need points. It's not about talking. Talk is cheap. So he's saying that Disasi is more than ready for any game, but sometimes the decision he takes is because he sees something, sometimes good, sometimes not good. So he acknowledged the fact that they're aggressive. West Ham is aggressive, but he's going to actually form his team to make sure that we match their strengths. He also mentioned about goalkeeper decision. He has not made a decision about the goalkeeper he's going to use. Probably Philip Jorgensen or the goalkeeper Robert Sanchez, has been messing up for the past 6-7 games. So he said he's going to make the decision, but he has not made it yet. So that wraps it up for my news today, right? And please don't forget, subscribe, like, and share to your family and friends. I really need your support. Grow the channel, push it to your family and friends. Very, very important. I really appreciate you guys. I still remain your boy, Alpha Leo Handsome Kuchito. Don't forget my FPL people. Game week, double game week today, and also on Wednesday. Keep pushing. Captain Salah. Salah has been doing well. And there's another double game week coming, week 25. Use your chips, free chips, assistant manager, triple captain, right? And also try to predict and win. I'm going to be sharing some prediction right now from next week. I'll look at the preview, look at the games, look at the history, and share the predictions so that you can also win any betting that you're involved into, right? Thank you for likes and for everything. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Cheers, guys. Bye.